The story of the 2016 Falcons cannot be told by just mere fans, but by outsiders. Matt Poole, who lives close to the Falcons, lived through this nightmare every day.
Yeah, I live basically around the area. I live in South Carolina, and I live in the area between South Carolina and Georgia. And I had a choice between. I had to literally look at. I had no choice but to turn on the TV before even Sunday Ticket was around. You had only two choices of watching two teams. You either had to watch the Carolina Panthers and Atlanta Falcons, and I did not want to see that sorry ass team, neither of them. So it was like you were bordered between two teams. And man, that 2016 team, man, they were dicks. Every last one of them were dicks. I just remember the team. I remember going to the first game, and it was all building up. The fans were building up the hype, and it was really, really fun. And they talked shit. A lot of shit, mind you. And the game started. Remember, it was like yesterday. First two drives, Matt Ryan gets two touchdowns, just like usual. You know, it was ending like it was last year. And I'm going to remind you that the Falcons did beat us like 50 to something a few years back, and that was with Lovie Smith. Them Atlanta fans talk shit about us. We just swept them the year before. So this was coming in first, our first year of Dirk Cutter. And I remember, like, Van Ryan gets two scores. We're up by two scores. They're up by two scores. And then all of a sudden, Jameis Winston throws a touchdown to who else but throws a touchdown to who else. But he throws a touchdown to who else but Mike Evans. I remember the throw that he made to. He made a throw. I think it was. I want to say it was. I forgot. It was a running back that we had. It was the running back we had before. We threw the running back. There was like a platform. Atlanta Falcons. They just couldn't tackle him. It was just ridiculous. I remember the moves he made. It was so fun that you could hear a pin drops in that stadium. Like they couldn't say shit. Like it was silent, eerily silent, and that was the best way to describe the beginning of the season for the Atlanta Falcons.
2016 Falcons is a story of getting close, but no cigar. It's a story of choking. It is a story of terrible, terrible misfortune and luck. And it is a story of behind the scenes, popping the champagne bottles too early during halftime.
In fact, if there was one game in particular one of our presenters has to talk about, is that one game that was played in Denver.
As the season progressed, I thought this team was going to be mediocre, shit. And as the season progressed, it got better and better. I think the game that really eclipsed how good they could really be was the Denver game. They manhandled Denver. Denver had no chance of hell of beating them. And when they beat them like that, that was just amazing. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, the Saints game was not something, but this is back when the Saints was not really good. And this was when Carolina was having that down year. Mind you, Carolina went to the Super Bowl the year before this. So this is when Atlanta really was really good. Towards the end of the season, they were getting really, really good, really, really high. And we played them again. That was a different story. When we played them the second time, they got the best of us, but we kept the games close. And after that game, a lot of Falcons fans were just talking their shit. And it's funny when the Atlanta Falcons are actually doing well, they will come out of the forest to talk their shit. I've seen a plethora plethora of Falcons fans come out to force for some odd reason. Plethora, all of them. I just never seen this before. I'm a Falcons fan. I'm like, wait a minute, Now, like I said, you gotta know where I live in my area. When I live in my area, we're like the woods, and wherever you ever seen that cartoon of Homer, the meme of Homer going back into that bush and coming out with another hat, and it's like that. That's my area. We're literally the bush. We're literally that bush where you go back and you come out with a different hat. I was the only one of millions of people who didn't root for this team, root for any one of these teams. A lot of people down here probably root for the Washington right at this moment to Washington football team. Sorry if I don't want to say that, but a lot of people root for them, and that's what happened. I mean, they were going crazy around here. It was like, man, the Atlanta Falcons are gonna win it, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. I thought personally when it got to the playoffs that season, and mind you, I went to the playoffs, and usually I have no reason to watch the playoffs, but this particular playoffs, I wanted to see what would happen. Not because I wanted to personally, no offense, not to see who would go to the playoffs, but to see how Atlanta's gonna fuck this up. But
their first test was against a team that they were familiar with, the Seattle Seahawks, led by the Legion of Doom. Now, most of us thought they were going to lose, but after watching the season, one of our presenters thought differently.
With the Seahawks game, it was the Falcons as usual. They were doing the best imitation of the best show on turf, and they were going up and down the field, but Russell wasn't going out. I mean, him and that defense at that time, that was a time right when the defense was kind of, people started to leave and stuff like that, but they still had some of them boys in the backfield, and definitely some stout players in the interior. But I just, my mind is just like fixated over and over again on like how great the Falcons offense looked in every game coming up until,
it started with the first game in Seattle. I mean, they beat the shit out of them. I mean, they had no answer to them. Russell Wilson couldn't do nothing. It was just a really, really terrible game for them. That game, in particular, was really, really bad for the Seattle Seahawks. This is when the Seattle Seahawks will probably make the NFC divisional game in these years, and they will always lose in the divisional matchup. And they just fight they usually just go against the eventual Super Bowl champ. So I feel like this game in particular was a microcosm of what the Seattle Seahawks went through. The year before that, they went to Carolina, got beat by the eventual Super Bowl contender, the Super Bowl person that's going to represent the NFC. And this one, they fought against the people that were fighting this and eventually the eventual Super Bowl representative of the NFC. This is just funny that they lost to them. Not talking shit about Seattle, because Seattle was, at this point, still the Legion of Boom at this time. They still were good, but just wasn't enough. They just couldn't handle Julio Jones in the offense.
One of our presenters watched the NFC Championship, hoping that this team would mess up.
Now, before I saw the NFC Championship, let me go ahead and talk about the NFC, the whole Atlanta Falcons as a whole, because it was a marvelous team. Julio Jones was actually tearing it up. Devontae Freeman was actually doing a good job. Can't remember the other wide receiver because he was really good for him. And also Hooper just came out of nowhere. The offensive line held it down. And defense was not good. Because it really wasn't good during the regular season because it was getting torn up to asunder during the regular season. But during the playoffs, that defense came to play. They played well, and I'll give them credit for that, which makes me want to vomit. But I think everything culminated really in the NFC Championship. We saw the Atlanta Falcons play the Green Bay Packers. I remember one play in particular that was really pivotal of that season. A micrograph of what the Atlanta Falcons was when Julio, I knew there was a point in that game where Julio was double covered, and Matt Ryan threw the ball up for grabs. Julio caught that motherfucker, and Julio scooted it off. That was the game. I know the Packers fans going to come at me and say, the game wasn't over at that point. I mean, even certain people would know that was the game right there because they had no answer after that point. And it was really a sight to see. Not a sight to see the Atlanta Falcons go to the NFC Championship. I had to deal with this shit. You had to hear about Atlanta Falcons talking about how they're the shit. And they're on Twitter just talking their shit, just coming on Bucks Twitter, talking shit like we're the best. Y'all are shit. We're gonna get that Lombardi trophy. And it just was mesmerizing. I was really thinking was really gonna win the NFC, gonna win the Super Bowl. So then I just couldn't believe it that they made it. So I was like, but no offense, the most agonizing, biggest headaches of my life was seeing them just make the Super Bowl, and it really hurt.
February 5th, 2017 will be a day that a lot of Falcons fans will remember. A day that will live in infamy. A day that will be haunted by 3 digits split apart.
Now, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm gonna go in my household. I don't know what the other guys are gonna talk about. I don't know what Troll's gonna say. In my household, Super Bowl Sunday, everybody in my household was just about going for the Falcons. Just about going for the Falcons because most of them couldn't stand Tom Brady.
You see, they beat the Saints, the Seahawks, and the Packers to get to the Super Bowl. All understandably and pretty much convincingly.
And I just was watching that Super Bowl, and it was just mesmerizing that whole first quarter going through it because I was just going through it, and then I saw Matt Ryan go down the field. Devontae Freeman gets a touchdown. I was like, okay, cool. Tom Brady's gonna get down the field. I thought this was gonna be, one of those shootouts. It's gonna be a shootout because the Falcons defense was not that good right now. They were not good. Boy, was I wrong. They tore poor Tom Brady. Tom Brady couldn't do nothing in that first half of the game. It got to a point, like I said, once it got to 28-3. Now I'm not gonna lie. When it got 28-3, everybody in my household, my brother who is an arrogant asshole, and my dad who just with them talking junk about how they, the Falcons ain't gonna win this game. There's no chance. My brother's beating him and saying there's no chance that they're gonna win. There's no chance they're gonna win.
And for some reason, during the Super Bowl, they had the Patriots, mind you, down 28-3 at halftime. They went into the locker room, ladies and gentlemen, popped those champagne bottles,
Now, me and my mom, to this day, me and my mom literally said the same thing, and we thought, and they were sitting there, like everybody left the house, and me and my mom was staying there. Like, what y'all? We said, why are y'all still watching the Super Bowl? I was like, number 12 still on the field, right? I said, yeah, this game ain't over. The game ain't over until 0-0 that man. We literally took that statement to heart because we seen that man do it so many times that we literally can't do it. We knew that it doesn't matter what part of the game you are, that man's going to find a way to get you back into the game.
Started putting on those hats that say NFL 2016 champions. Came outside, the lights went off after they turned the lights on for some strange reason in their own dome, I believe.
And when we saw that game, we saw him come back. I mean, it was like, whoa. Because at first I thought, I was in the back of my mind, I was thinking, Tom Brady gonna make it close, but Atlanta's gonna win. And then they scored the first touchdown. I was like, okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Atlanta's got too much firepower as offense. There's no chance that they scored again. I was like, really? Okay, Atlanta, you're gonna respond? Scored again. I was like, what? So then they just kept scoring. And then I was like, shit. So when Julio, I thought, man, okay, Atlanta got to respond. It's literally they got like 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and Julio Jones make up a spectacular catch. One of the best catches I've ever seen in Super Bowl history. Willing their way to get in there. I thought at that point, in my mind, my father, who fell asleep at that point, was sitting there screaming, game over. And at that point, we're thinking, at that point in my back of my mind, I'm thinking, good effort, good job, New England, you made it a game. Then, the dumbest shit I ever seen in my entire life happened. You throw 3 motherfucking times. I never seen it in my life. I mean, I coached football. I know in that situation, you run it 3 damn times and you set up you tell your kicker where you're gonna kick, where he's good, what half mark you want to kick on. You run the ball. Hell, you can knee it right there. You can knee it 3 times right there and let Matt Bryant kick the field goal. They still wouldn't have got a chance to get it. Matt Bryant was good at that spot. That was him in the field goal range. They were perfect. No, didn't even attempt to run the ball. They took the penalty. It was very bad. Terrible. What the fuck were the Falcons doing? They, at this point, I was thinking, yeah, they lost this L, and they took a bad L. So at this point, the writing's on the wall, and we know what's going to happen next. The Falcons punt the ball, and at this point, I started thinking, Atlanta about to choke this game. It's about to be real bad. Atlanta Falcons thing. I said, if Atlanta chokes this game, I was sitting there thinking in my mind, when Atlanta, it went from. Now I'm not gonna lie, I thought when they got the ball at their own 5, I was sitting there. It went from if Atlanta chokes this. It went from if Atlanta chokes this game, I'm never gonna let them. From here on out, that's gonna happen. Then the Julian Edelman catch happens. Then I went from if they win to I know they're gonna win. So it went from that. The writing was on the wall. I knew they were gonna get a touchdown in a 2-point conversion. It just was. They were not gonna win that game. It just was terrible coaching from both fronts. And then they won the coin toss. Writing was on the wall. Patriots win. It's really amazing. It's the most amazing coach job I've ever seen. Amazing.
They Well, they ended up losing 34-28. They didn't score another point. And not only did they not score, they gave up 30 plus points to the other team in half of a football game. That's an embarrassment. That's terrible. That's like somebody got paid to like lose the game, and like they all like talked about it in the halftime. It's like, yeah, to save my daughter because these guys took her. We gotta throw the game. They're like, all right, man, we got you. We love the record, you know. They came out there and threw the damn game. Because what else can you fucking explain? Like did the Patriots like have like the Monstars still like the Falcons juice? Like what's going on with that? It makes no sense. Just so you know just how bogus it was. Want everybody to understand, they beat the Saints 32-38. Seahawks 20-36. And then the Packers with the bad man himself in the AFC Championship game, Aaron Nasty Man Rodgers, 21-44. Stopped his ass, only to not score any points after the lights went off. Turn out the lights, the party's over. And I succeed and pass my time to GM Dog.
We then asked both of our presenters, did they feel any remorse for what happened to the 2016 Atlanta Falcons?
They deserved. You talk all that shit all year long, and you back it up. Honestly, you perform offensively time and time and time again, and defensively, you get the turnover when needed, and you hold teams to 3 points time and time again in the red zone. But if you're gonna fall apart and pull a choke job like that, like Steph Curry once said, if I shimmy on people, I cannot be mad if someone shimmies on me. Do not feel bad for yourself. Feel bad for the fact that you got there choked, and your franchise has continued to choke every season since, that you haven't even sniffed the championship round for the NFC yet. Like, you had greatness within your grasp and you fumbled the ball, quite literally. You need to be ashamed of yourself. And honestly, y'all don't need to talk anything until y'all hit the restart. I give Atlanta Falcon fans until 2026, because that was 2016, is 2021. Why have you guys not been back to the championship round when every team that I just named that you guys beat to get there is relevant year after year after year, and you guys simply aren't? Like, it's your own fault and it's your own vault. No, I don't feel bad. I don't have remorse for that team. Bunch of fucking bums.
Do I feel sad for the Falcons? No. Fuck no. I don't feel bad for the motherfuckers. They deserve to take this L. They deserve that L. 20-3. I don't talk about 20-3 no more. It's now, it's no longer 28-3. Because it's now 17-0 now, because thanks to y'all, we came back to you and we won the Super Bowl 17-0, I think. Yeah. But all in all, it was a good journey for the Falcons that ended in heartache, pain, and something that we will never forget, a meaning that will never go away. And you turn yourself into the human meme machine. You went from perennial to Super Bowl contenders to the meme joke of the week. And that was the whole point. So, you know, it's funny how all the Falcons fans went back to the fours, and it was interesting. Do I wish it was different? No. Would I change this for anything? No. Fuck the Falcons. That's all I had to say.
Wicked echo.
Yeah, I know that was wicked. Hello. Welcome to the GF1 Sports Podcast. Hope you like that opening segment of us ranting and talking shit about the Falcons, our daily routine. Um, this is going. If you like the show, I know what guys. Look, I know the show was long. I know that episode was a little long. We're gonna cut it down a little bit after a couple. When we get down a little bit, we're gonna cut down the episode a little bit. We're gonna cut it down. Right now, that was just our first episode. That's a rough draft. You like that episode? The episode will premiere right after we get done with this podcast. So, the story of the 2017 Atlanta Falcons will be aired soon. So get ready for that. But we're here to do a podcast. We're here to do a show. I'm Mac. As you notice, do not believe what the YouTube chat is saying. That woman is lying on me. She is a liar, as you can see. I have my Super Bowl championship, Tampa Bay Buccaneer gear on. I have a coat on because it's hot, because it's cold, sorry. But anyway, I'm Matt Poole. I'm one of the co-hosts of the GF1 podcast. And this is Trillo XO. What's up, Trill? How's it going?
Trill XO, straight out of the know. Still playing more games my ex-wife needs to know. And I'm here with Mac to school him on some NBA, some NFL, and some games at large. How you doing today, Mac?
Doing good. And also, Megan, that is why I'm not a Chiefs fan. That's some bullshit. That is fucking bullshit, and you know it. Pat Mahomes lost. Levante, Devin White got the pick. Got that pick in the end zone. He need. Tom Brady is awesome, and we're going for 2. All right. Anyway,
why you gotta stop the show off with such hate?
I don't know. It's not hate. It's
such division between the two co-hosts. It's instantly. You could have just waited. You just had to
look. If you
come straight in.
Look, is it wrong that I said are you still bitter because at the end of the video? Look, I said that the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and then I said that at the end of the video. Did I?
I mean, yeah, I seen the video, Mac. I seen the video.
But I just so happened to just tell you the truth. My team won, and we got our Super Bowl championship. We're both champions. Why can't we be mad? We can't be happy about that.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
We're not bitter. We're both champions.
I'm not mad. I'm just,
we're champions. We're both champions. It's just that
I just wish you didn't have to be champion at the expense of my turn being back-to-back champions. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. But you want to know something? Look. How about this? You are a champion. Okay, you're a champion. You're just a champion last year. We're the champions now. Okay, so it's my time. It's my time. Okay, sorry. I had to cope. So anyway, so here we go. Like I said, Megan's in the chat. She's a liar. She said I'm a Chiefs fan. She is lying. Clearly lying like usual. So guys, like I said, we got plenty of stuff to talk about. We got we got a new segment that we're starting off until the end of the year. We're going to start off with that segment. We're going to talk about NBA. We're going to talk about NFL. And then we're going to do drafts. We're going to do we're going to do our version of the draft. We're going to draft RPG games at the end of the show. Coming up soon.
It's going to be a great show. I'm
Okay, yeah,
excited.
it's gonna be a great show. And she said, "Well, we'll take it back then next year." Then, no, you're not doing that. Okay, so
We'll take it back next year. Yes, we will.
that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Thank you.
That is bullshit. That's bullshit. Also,
Megan.
Biggie's in. He got the hype train going. How's it
What's
going,
up,
Biggie?
Big E?
What's up, Big A on Twitch? What's up? All right, glad to see you. All right, so let's start off with our new segment because we can't talk about the Knicks that much because I think the Knicks are doing well. Are they?
Yeah, they. I'm actually gonna.
Yeah, we're not going. We don't got to go to Madison Square Garden. We just
they're in 7th place, bro. If there wasn't a pandemic, we would be fucked. Anyways, continuing on.
Anyway, so since we cannot talk about the Knicks, we're gonna talk about guys. Look, me and Trill we're both African Americans, right? Afro Americans, African.
We are connoisseurs of the barbecue.
Of the barbecue.
Of the American, the African American, the black cultural barbecue.
And I feel like we sort of invented the delicious barbecue. Not saying that the barbecue wasn't invented by anybody else. We made it tasty.
Now, me being from the Midwest, from Kansas, from the Missouri, from the St. Louis area, but living in the Carolinas, and Mac here being from the Carolinas, we have a very broad range of what is barbecue sauce, what are the sides you should bring.
Yeah.
All this. But what is quintessential is this top 10 list of things you do not bring to the black barbecue.
Yes, exactly.
Number 10.
So, we're gonna start with, so just so you know, we're gonna start with our number 10 and then we're gonna work our way down. So no, we'll go. I don't know how many. We're gonna give you our number 10 and our number 9, and then we're gonna work our way down the year. So if you want to know what the rest of them are, keep watching the episodes right now. All right, so starting off with number 10. Sure, what is the number 10 thing people should not bring to the black barbecue?
Don't bring that green bean casserole shit.
Oh, damn it. I was going to put that on the list.
Don't bring that. Don't bring that. That shit is nasty, bro. I had to think about that shit. I was like, I got to make the list.
Yeah, green bean.
Like, even if you think you make it fire, I promise you, you do not bring that. Do not bring that. Also, you should bring potato salad. You should bring potato salad. You should. The color of your potato salad matters. It must be mustard color. Do not bring me no all mayonnaise potato salad. Don't you bring that in here like that. Don't you do that. With some pimento cheese on it. I don't give a damn. Hell no. So my vote for number 10 is green bean casserole. And number 9, you said it was gonna be.
I gotta give you my number 10.
Okay, yeah.
Seeing that you took my number 10, I got a new number 10 because I mean, really thought
you can do the same number 10. I mean, we can agree.
I'm gonna think a little different here. I'm gonna go a little different. All right. Number 10 thing you should not bring to the black barbecue. Number 10 thing, people. Please. Leave that sauerkraut at the house. We do not want that shit. We have a thing called cabbage. No sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is not good. We do not put sauerkraut on the hot dogs. I know there's some people out there that put sauerkraut on the hot dogs. We in the South don't do that shit. Just saying.
It's not a thing in the South. Not a thing.
You better bring some damn chili, mustard, ketchup.
Yeah, chili, mustard, ketchup. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we will accept if you bring that relish. You know, the relish. You know, some people probably. I
like mustard and relish on my hot dog.
Yeah,
maybe some barbecue sauce. Yeah. If it was cooked, barbecue, but if it wasn't cooked in a barbecue, like a skillet, just mustard and relish, something simple.
Yeah. Don't bring the sauerkraut. Yeah. So Trey, what is your number 9?
I mean, if we talk about stuff you should just completely leave out, like don't pick it up. I'm gonna have to say that that veggie tray, man. That shit is gross. Like, so you tell me You in the grocery store, right? You think, man, what can I bring to really get the party popping? And you choose cold broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower with a dipping sauce of ranch or blue cheese. If you don't get that shit the hell up out of here, ain't nobody trying to eat no whole ass tomato. What the hell? I don't care how small it is. Get it out of here. You know why they bring the ranch and the dipping sauce with the shit? Because the ranch is to cover up the fact that you eating a carrot. Get it out of here.
Veggie tray. Okay, it's hard to not agree. Yeah, don't. I agree. You don't need to bring that veggie tray. So look, I feel like this is the thing I feel like you don't need to bring. And I feel like people, and I understand it. Look. One thing you do not bring to the cookout. Now, the cookout, I'm just telling you what some people will do, and it will piss me the fuck off. If you go, number 9, if your ass go and call for a damn pizza, and you bring that motherfucker to the cookout, you automatically getting your ass kicked out the cookout. Just being honest. You don't bring no damn pizza. This is not, what's the point? If you want a pizza, I want pizza. You better take your ass to the house. We eating pulled pork, ribs, barbecue. Unless you're slapping that pizza in some barbecue, we don't want that shit.
Right. Even if it's a barbecue pizza. Unless the pork came off the skewer and you made it in the crib with some of the leftover pulled pork shoulder, don't give me that. You better take it. You better keep it where you had it.
Yeah.
You better Papa John's yourself a ride home too.
Yeah.
Right,
that'd be like, that's a good chance for you. Like the only way I literally will say, the only way you can, remedy that if you go and get one of the top 5 things that you bring to a cookout. If you go back to the store and get some damn beer and get the top 5 things,
right?
Go back and get some beer because we will drink that beer. And I was like, all right,
we will drink it.
We'll drink it.
I'm a little hungover, chat. That's why I'm, getting cranberry juice.
Right. So let's read the chat. Biggie is laughing. Megan said, "Laugh out loud, blah. Bring the good shit, not some tray from Walmart." Megan
That's what I'm saying. You know that tray from Walmart, Megan.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we agree. Yeah, I agree. And then she said, "Who the fuck would bring a pizza?" The only reason they would be doing that is because they don't want your shit. Hashtag disrespect.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta bow.
But I know some people that will do that shit, and they think, "Oh yeah, my kid wanted it." Well, no, you telling me a kid don't like hot cheeseburgers?
Right. Hot dog,
burger. There's plenty of stuff you can bring. You can eat in the cookout besides a pizza. If your badass kid want a pizza, you need to spank that. You need to spank that child and literally tell them you got to eat this. Sorry. You got to find something in this that you can eat.
You gotta find something. You better find something in this house to eat before you eat some sleep. Eat sleep for dinner? I've eaten sleep many of time until I became not a picky eater.
Yeah, and then like I said,
don't bring your kid.
Yeah,
you right.
Yeah, don't bring your kid. That's right. Don't bring your kid. If your kid is one of those type of kids, then take your kid to the other kid's house. We understand it, but
take the kid to grandma's house, pull up to the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Have a couple of drinks.
Hey,
you gotta kick it. The whole vibe. But
I love this segment.
Right?
We're finally letting out the bullshit. Okay, so guys, we want to recap on what right now is spring, so it's good. Right now we're at the top 10, our 10 and 9. Shrell, what was your 10 and 9? Repeat them.
Oh, 10 to 9 was the 9 was the veggie tray, and the 10 was the green bean casserole.
All right, and my 9 was a pizza, and my 10 was that fucking sauerkraut. And I know there's some people that like sauerkraut. I'm not dissing you for loving sauerkraut. That's your thing. Just don't bring it to the black person.
Yeah, just don't bring a whole tray of nothing but sauerkraut to the party. Is what we're saying.
Like this is what I want to do. Like, hey, this is how I celebrate
sauerkraut.
This is how I celebrate with sauerkraut. You better take that shit back where you got it from and not bring it here. Now there probably some
hot breath sauerkraut eating it. What?
No, hell no. Yeah, you only get that at the baseball game, not at the cookout.
Right.
That's for the baseball game, not the cookout. Just saying. That was a fun segment. So next month we will go over the top. We're gonna give you our eighth and our 7th selection next week.
Right.
So look out for that, people. So we will give you the full list, but we want to keep you coming back. So
well, something to look forward to.
Yeah. All right, so hold on, wait a minute. Laugh out loud, a travel size sauerkraut. See,
yeah, like a little, like say you brought like potato salad, deviled eggs, green beans, and then like a little thing of sauerkraut, like in the crafting dish. You know, the big joints, burners.
If you got like that.
You got like pop, 4 little slots in there, and you got your last thing of sauerkraut. Ain't nobody mad at you. But if you got a whole Schaefer's dish of sauerkraut,
like a whole tray of sauerkraut, like I brought this for you. Yeah.
Like, boy, what?
I'm sorry if you're that person that just gonna bring a whole tray of sauerkraut. I'm sorry, you're gonna see us literally just dump that stuff to the side. Like, oh, okay, cool. This is so nice.
Like, thank you.
Hey, thank you. We ain't inviting this person we're definitely not inviting her to the crib no more. No.
Yeah.
Your wife will literally look you in the face like, hell no, we ain't bringing this person back. No.
She'll look at you like, that's your people.
That's your people. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Do we have to invite them back? No. All right. So onward. So this is so we're gonna do that next time. That's gonna be a fun one. So Trill, we're gonna start off with the NBA.
Oh man, I have breaking news.
Oh shit.
My favorite team, the Charlotte Hornets, are now 20-20, sitting firmly in 6th place, primed to make their first playoff run since 2017.
So you're telling me Jordan finally sat the fuck down? Oh my
Jordan
God.
finally picked one. LaMelo Ball is the truth.
Yes.
They are above the Knicks. Only barely.
Man, we didn't like it.
They're also above the Celtics, Pacers, Bulls, Raptors, Wizards, Cavs, Magic, and Pistons. So the Heat has won like 9 of the last like 11 or some shit and shot straight up after Jimmy Butler and all the boys came back to 22-20. That was kind of my prediction for last month. I said 76ers would hold first. Nets would get second or first. I said Bucks would be third. I said Heat. I didn't say shit about the Hawks. I said the Hornets would be where the Hawks are. And I said the Knicks were in 6th.
Oh, wait a minute. We're getting rated.
So
we're getting rated.
Hey, with the raid. Who's raiding?
Oh shit, we getting rated. Holy shit.
What's going on?
Hey.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the raid, Electrical. We appreciate you for this raid. We appreciate it. Hey, how's it going? Huh?
It was Pinji that raided us.
It was who? Pinji? Okay. All right. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Appreciate it. Damn, we got like 19 people watching this. Appreciate it.
Yo, what's going on, guys? We're doing a podcast.
We're doing our sports podcast. We're just doing sports. If you don't like sports, we understand. Thank you for writing us. If you want to stay around, we understand, but we're doing a sports podcast.
We're doing NBA. We're on the NFL part, and then we're going to get to some RPGs. We're going to do a draft where we'll pick our top 7 RPGs. So it's getting good. Hang out with us. I'm TrillXO. This is Mac. Come on in, get your popcorn, get your soda, have a front row seat. Every seat in the house is front row, baby. We're all sitting here with our feet on the hardwood. We're having a good time talking sports. Let's go.
Yeah, and leave that sauerkraut at the damn bar. Fuck sauerkraut.
Okay, so like I was saying, we got the Sixers in first, the Nets in second, and the Bucks in third. I don't see that changing throughout the year. I still have the Sixers and the Nets in the championship round, and the Nets facing the Lakers. We're checking the Western Conference. Lakers are in second. They don't have, Anthony Davis. Like, there's really nothing more to say here. It's exactly as we predicted it was last month.
No, you predicted that the Pacers would be. What was it? The Pacers was it? No, it was the West. You said that the who the fuck? Oh, Suns.
The Suns are in third place at 26-13. They're a good team. They're not going to beat anybody. They're not going to take anybody out in the first round of the playoffs.
But you said that they would. Did you say that we made a deal? What was the deal? We said, what was the deal we made? I forgot.
No, we said that. Remember, you were saying the Suns were going to fall off, and I was like, no, the Suns aren't going to fall off because they got Chris Paul. They might not win a playoff match, but they're not going to fall off. And
that's like, what I thought, and they're not falling off.
Yeah, and you were like, yeah, well, the deal is, you said something, the deal is, if they fall off or some shit, I don't remember, but they didn't fall off, so you look at it and remember what the deal was.
This is bullshit. I want to call bullshit, but they should fall off a cliff.
No way.
Oh, yeah, nigga said, I'm sorry, but fuck the trays. Okay, I understand. Yeah. We're still stuck on, everybody's still stuck on that daggone top 5 list. Oh my God, that was fun. All right, so we got follows. That's cool. So what the Bulls are doing? They suck.
I don't want to talk to you about it. Like, it's not good.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they have one star. Zach Levine, I think, is how you say his last name. Mm-hmm. So the Bulls are in they're in a tricky situation in which if they trade their one star for new young assets, expiring contracts, or draft picks, they could be good in 3 or 4 years, but the one star is good enough to get them so many draft picks back that they should just keep their one star and then get better in the draft themselves, since they're underperforming every year. Those are two schools of thought. If they trade the one star Zach, if they trade him, then they're going to go deep in the draft and try to rebuild completely. If they keep him, then look out this season for them to pick up a point guard and maybe a big man off veteran waivers if they try to make a run at the playoffs.
Right. Okay. So the Lakers are where we thought they were.
I mean, they are who we thought they were, right? The only surprise is the Suns. Everyone else is exactly who they thought they were. The Spurs are playing good.
Well, we did. We all said
Mavericks,
the Knicks were gonna,
Warriors, Grizzlies.
We said the Knicks were gonna suck though. We did say the Knicks were gonna suck.
The worst part, I want people to understand this. The number 1 overall pick went to the Timberwolves. His team's record is 10-31. LaMelo went to the Hornets, has his team at 20-20 and in 6th place in his conference. I just want people to hear me out, that sometimes no matter where you're picked, it depends on the team and the organization. Like 2 years ago, if LaMelo had came to the Hornets, how that roster was constructed, they would have been trash anyways. But because they made great offseason pickups, when they picked him up, it made sense. And the Western Conference, controversially enough, the Timberwolves made excellent offseason trades, at least we thought, by keeping Karl Anthony Towns and acquiring D'Angelo. But they got this Anthony Edwards guy who jumps out of the box, fills up the stat sheet like a young Dwayne Wade, and somehow you can't win more than 10 games. It's deeper than X's and O's. They got a systematic problem. I would have to say that in the last 3 years, the Thunder and the Rockets have been more disappointing than any other 2 franchises in the Western Conference, because they keep shuffling in and out the roster over and over again, only to find themselves dropping down the stat chart.
Well, we all know that the Rockets are a dumpster fire. No offense to people that love the Rockets.
They are. And but Thunder, who non-controversial enough, have traded key players, key hallmark players to different franchises, and are still beating the Rockets. So the Thunder had a plan for how to move their stars. The Rockets didn't, and that's the difference. That's simply the difference. The Kings don't have a plan to do with other young people. They have like 2 or 3 legit pretty good young talent in that place. They don't know how to anything to do with them. The Pelicans have the same talent the Kings do around the same age group, and nobody ever thinks of the Kings being a nice young team. No one does, but everyone thinks of the Pelicans because they have the brand recognition and Zion, and they have veterans around them. All the veterans on the Kings, the fucking Kings are trying to trade.
Well, see, that's the thing. I feel like the Pelicans. I don't know what the record is. Are they in? They're in there. They're getting in there, right? I think the Pelicans are gonna get in there. Uh-oh. You're taking that sip of that cranberry juice too hard.
Oh man. I am hungover, chat. So the thing about the Pelicans, them being at 11, they can get into the playoff, the playing round at 10. But who do you knock out? Grizzlies, Warriors, Mavs, Spurs, Trail, Nuggets. That was the bottom. I don't see any of those teams really falling off outside of injury because a lot of those teams are one-trick ponies. If I was the GM of the Warriors, I would sit Steph Curry and sit Draymond Green, play the young boys, and let my seed fall from 9th to right around 12th or 13th, right where I like to be, to try to get another, maybe I can get 10 through 15 draft pick, get myself another wing or a bench player. And then next year, Steph, Clay, Draymond, the young center they picked up this year, and potentially another just good rotational piece is what they're missing, honestly. Then trade, what is his name, who they got this year? Oubre, trade Kelly Oubre's contract for the missing piece. If you get a wing in the draft and you trade for another center, if you get a center or a big man, then you trade for a wing. And the Warriors could win it next year if they manage assets correctly, which is Kelly Oubre's contract and their draft position. There's no reason they should be in the playoffs this year just to lose to somebody else. Like, how many threes do you want Steph Curry to hit? Like, would you like him to hit these threes this year or next season?
We're stuck on Steph. Look, I'm telling you, that's that bad man. That's that bad man.
I know he's one of your favorite players. He's a dirty man. He's so good. He's so good. But
he's a bad man. I mean, I wish the Bulls would find some way to do a deal where we can get him and try to get a deal with him and Steve Kerr, because Kerr just need to come back. Kerr, come home. Kerr, Steve is Mac. Come home.
Steve's back.
Steve, come home. Come to Chicago. You won your first 3 here. Come home.
But that's all I got for the NBA. Unless you want to talk about any other team in particular, or chat. Chat wants to talk about any team.
Shaq, yeah. Like Shaq is like, hold on, wait a minute. We got
not
Shaq.
Shaq. I'm saying if people on Twitter,
okay.
YouTube.
I mean, I do got Shaq here. You know. I think the Lakers are going to win today. They're a good team. Orlando's looking good, I guess. How you like my Shaq impression? Yeah, it's a bad Shaq impression. I don't know. Shaq is the easiest person to probably imitate. I don't got nothing to say. So we're gonna shift to NFL real quick. NFL. Also the chat.
We should have like a little thing that we play when we switch to NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have that. We're working on that. Also, I know some of people don't know b-ball, but I hope some of you know football. So we're going right to the NFL. All right. So, as you know, I just want to put this out here again. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are world fucking champions. We are the world champions of the world. Woo! I don't want to gloat no more. I'm done. Okay, so we are the world champions. And nobody can say anything about that, but we just had the NFL offseason just started. So let's go ahead and talk about, let's go quickly since we don't want to stay on this topic too long because we had that long preview that started at the beginning of the show. Who? So Trill, who really won free agency so far? Give me 3 teams you feel like won free agency
in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like strangely somehow both the Detroit Lions and the LA Rams both won for different reasons.
Wow.
Like by swapping quarterbacks, they both got something that their clubhouses both needed. The LA Rams need somebody who can just, as a Brett Favre type, big arm, big risk taker, a slightly more mobile in the backfield, and has experience. But then again, if you say the same thing about experience, then the quarterback that they traded went all the way to the Super Bowl, but lost convincingly. Right. And a lot of people thought because he couldn't move his feet or slide or adjust, there were a couple throws that they feel like he missed as well. So kind of is what it is. But what happens by trading Matthew Stafford's contract and taking on an expiring contract in Jared Goff is not only do you lock up that position for a while with that money, but also you can build around Jared Goff because he is a younger, more stable quarterback. So right now, Matthew Stafford is at his ceiling. He's at his best. His best is good enough to go against other gunslingers in his conference to compete to get to the chip.
Right.
But Jared Goff may never be that good to compete to go for a chip. But we know you put a team around him, he's good enough to get you there.
Right.
So for a team and a franchise that hasn't even touched the playoffs in almost a decade, and also I think they still have the only season where they didn't win a game. I think that's still the Detroit Lions, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. Excuse me if I am. But yeah, just stuff like that. Just getting to the playoffs, getting in there, switching some stuff up, moving some assets, bringing some stuff around. You have to switch it up. You can't just keep, middling in the back and the bottom of the division when you have a franchise in Detroit. It's not Miami. I mean, shit. So right, well, I think that'd be my only 2 teams that I think I
wow,
really,
you don't got 3? Okay.
Because no one's gotten Deshaun Watson yet. And I think the third team, whoever gets Deshaun Watson, will be the third team. Like they say it's maybe the Dolphins, maybe the New York Jets, maybe the Panthers, maybe
not
a little
be
bit.
The Panthers.
I don't think the Panthers either. The Dolphins sound. If I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm going someplace. I'm going Dolphins or someplace like that. New York, you get all the buzz, all the, you're great, and then you suck and you're terrible, and it's cold half the year. Go to Miami and live your life, young man.
Right. I actually had 3 teams. So let me start off by saying one of the teams that I really think won the offseason so far, just going straight off about whatever happening, and a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this. I feel like New England won the offseason really well. They assigned a bunch. What's wrong?
I'm just saying, oh no, because you said New England.
Yeah, they got. You got to admire what they did. Belichick is like fucking pissed. He signed literally over $100 million for players.
Yeah, they went out and spent it.
Yeah, they went out and spent their money, and the players they got is not only might just help them. I mean, Cam Newton needed no weapons. I feel like they won. Now they won. Do that mean I think New England going to make the playoffs? Sadly, no, because their whole division has gotten better. And I don't believe in Cam Newton because I do not believe in Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton hit his peak. And I think he's, quote unquote, just still your line, is a bum.
He's a bum.
He's a bum.
Look at this guy, Mom. Come in here. Look at this guy. Look at this man. Look at this. He's a fucking bum. Can't throw his way out of a paper fucking bag, you fucking bum.
Guy, he's a fucking bum, you son of a bitch. Okay, so, dirty son of a bitch is a dumb. He's a fucking bum. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so here we go. I think that this I think that's the problem. I don't believe in Cam Newton. Plus, like I said, the whole division from top to bottom has gotten better because the Dolphins are going to get better. The Bills sure as hell's not going anywhere. They're not going nowhere. Like, and I can't even put those three letters together, the three-letter team together, because every time I just say the name of the team, I laugh.
The Jets.
The Jets.
It's 4 letters. This is an S.
No, I just think of, I always say Jets, like Jet, but I can't even put their 4 letters. I know I misspelled it, but fuck, 4 letters. You laugh even more. You'll laugh either way, even if you say the Jets. Because they're Jets. I mean, that's the free space. Yeah,
Free space. I love that.
Damn, they are. They're not good. I mean, they're not good. I feel bad for Saleh, the head coach, because. But anyway,
I don't feel bad for no
like
person making more money than me.
Well, that is true.
What the fuck? You don't feel bad for me?
No, I don't. But also, I really think that I also think that not to took my own horn, but I feel like the Bucks have gotten better strictly because they have not lost anybody. They won all season. They ain't lose nobody. They kept Shaq Barrett. They kept Levante David. They kept Chris Godwin. They kept Gronk. And it's looking like they're gonna get Sue and AB. I feel like Antonio Brown ain't going nowhere. There's no chance in hell he's leaving unless somebody offer him a bunch of money, which nobody's gonna do.
Yeah, because as soon as you give him the money, he gonna act a fool.
Yeah, and I think Tampa's like, you're an active fool anyway, so take this $1 million and shut the fuck up. So
he's gonna be like, I'm about to lose my mind up in here.
I got a whole lot of money.
Yeah, he'd be bugging.
Yeah. So look, I feel like that the Bucks have gotten better. What's another team I feel that they've gotten better? I feel like looking at the offseason plan, another team that I feel like that just done good in the offseason that really signed certain players that they needed. I feel like, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think the Detroit, I don't know. They're losing a lot of players. I'm with you. The LA Rams have gotten better with that trade in the beginning.
Yeah.
They got
what I'm
better.
saying is Detroit got better because they picked a path.
Yeah.
They were kind of just like okay with sucking because they had a good quarterback. But now since they're like evacuating space, getting picks and stuff, they're obviously picking the path of rebuild. And Jared Goff is a great quarterback to rebuild with. He's a professional. This is not, and he's accurate for the most part. So
you're not wrong about this, but I feel like this is the whole situation that I feel like Detroit losing more than what you think, because Kenny Golladay was a good player, and he just signed with the Giants, and Marvin Jones is left, and he was a good wide receiver. He's losing weapons, so I feel like that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're not going to win or lose any more games than they were before because they lost those weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The best they could hope for to be is 8-8, and they're probably not going to be that in the next 2 or 3 seasons anyway. So kind of is what it is.
It is.
At least you have more hopeful of a future now than just in 3 years when Matthew Stafford's ready to retire. You have no cap room and nothing really, because
right.
Just like Aaron Rodgers, what's going to happen to Green Bay when Aaron retires? You'll have nothing because you didn't give him weapons at all ever one time in his entire career.
I'm also gonna say this. Look, I also think the Washington football team has done a good job this offseason. Even though a lot of people want to talk shit about Fitzpatrick, I mean, if Fitzpatrick just don't play like shit for at least 8 games or at least 7 games, and then the backup comes in there and win one, I feel like the Washington football team can get back to the playoffs because I believe in Ron Rivera. I think Ron Rivera is a damn good head coach, and a lot of people don't give him credit. I thought he was a damn good head coach in Carolina before Matt Rule just took over. I thought they fucked up when they let him go. I thought, Carolina, you fucked up. He was a good head coach. Why did you have to let him go? I feel like that was a terrible situation they did, and I feel like Carolina is really paying for that because I tell Carolina fans, I said, y'all messed up when you had Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera probably could have fixed your defense, but when you let him go, it's like you had to rebuild from scratch, and now you're rebuilding from scratch and you're paying for it. So I feel like that's the problem I have with Carolina. But I think the Washington football team did a good job. Now we're going to flip to that and talk about who lost this offseason. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick one team. It's obviously the fucking Chicago Bears. One, you tried to get Russell Wilson, you couldn't get him, and you panicked and you signed Andy Dalton. Then you have to release Kyle Fuller, your cornerback, your all-pro cornerback. You released him. And now you have to rebuild. Now you have to legit. Now your all-pro defensive tackle is asking for a trade. What's going on, Chicago? Chicago gone from an 8-8 team that made the playoffs to probably looking like the worst team in the league. And I'm just killing the bill like it is. I think Chicago had the worst offseason so far.
Chicago. I see it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Stop talking about Chicago.
I mean, controversially enough, you could also say New England had the worst offseason so far if they don't make the playoffs next year.
Yeah, that is true.
If they spent a lot of money and if it doesn't work, then
I'm sorry. Like, and I like how she said it. Stop talking about Chicago. Like with a Chicago voice. I'm sorry. But it's just, if you got Russell Wilson, if they would have got Russell Wilson, this would have been that. Let me be honest here. Can I be honest here? Can I be?
Yeah, please.
Let me be honest. Let me be honest here, Chicago, okay? Let me be honest here, okay? Hughes would have made the playoffs. You would have been automatically, you probably would have won, Hughes would have won the NFC North if you would have got Russell Wilson. I'm being honest. You would have won the NFC North. There's no chance in hell Aaron Rodgers is beating you. There's no chance in hell they're beating you. Aaron Rodgers is a bad man, but that defense is even better. The only reason Aaron Rodgers won that division is because you had no damn quarterback. With thank you. I know my Chicago accent is terrible. I am from South Carolina. But I'm not trying to say that Chicago Bears, I'm just being honest. If you would have got Russell Wilson, I really believe that Chicago would have made the play. Not only would have went back to the playoffs, I think they would have gotten further. But the only reason I don't think Chicago will make it is because you panicked and got Russell Wilson. Now, I could be wrong. You could trade back up into the draft and get somebody. I'm just saying, off-season rise. To be honest, I don't follow sports. So that's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like if I were to be honest, if they could do now, there's still the draft. I'm not saying that it's not like there's no hope. There's still hope. They can go draft a good quarterback. They can go draft another, because Let's be reminded. Tom Brady, the best quarterback in the world, was a 6th-round pick. Russell Wilson, 4th-round pick. So there is value to getting a quarterback in the later rounds. Problem is, can your scouting department do that? I don't know.
I mean, there is value in getting quarterbacks in the later rounds. You don't have to pay them so much that they turn out to be diamonds in the rough. But oftentimes, there's so much like hype around the new quarterback coming out of college that if you don't pick them and they turn out to be even decent for 2 seasons, you're ridiculed and you lose your job as a GM. So it kind of is.
What is on your? What is that? What is on your what? What is that? POS? Is that POS? PJs. Oh, what is on my PJs? Oh, Hanna-Barbera characters. Shaggy, Tom. Oh no, that's Jerry, Donald, Bugs Bunny. I love them. That's what she asking.
I just realized you
realize what?
You at work wearing PJs?
I'm at home.
Who do I talk to in the department that we work in for to wear PJs? Because I can't wear PJs. I have suit pants on, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Game Fixers, we do not give a fuck. We will wear PJs and we will love it. We will go to the damn office in PJs. There's no chance. There is no chance in hell that we're not wearing PJs. You can go in that damn office. You can go talk to any of the executives. We have PJs Saturdays, and we go to work in the office with our PJs on. So,
amen.
Yeah. I mean, if I could look, I literally, just to be honest, this is not the GF. Just to get a coax into the GF1 podcast. I edit with no pants. So, boom.
Oh.
Thank you, Legend Boogie. I appreciate it. She said I love him. All right. So we got that. We got the NFL done. Anything else?
Let's get to the draft, man.
All right, so guys, let's go. All right, here we go, people. Now, I know a lot of you don't know sports, but a lot of you know games.
Yes.
So today, if you know the draft and you know video games, we're going to combine it to do the first ever game gf1 sports whatever the fuck draft. Woo! We got to work on the title. Working title.
That title.
This is going to be whatever. So guys, we did a poll. Trill won. We flipped the coin. We got a tie. We flipped the coin. Trill won. So Trill has the first round pick, and I had the second round pick. We originally had a third guest, but he couldn't show up. We apologize. He couldn't show up. So Trill.
Oh yeah, you gotta tell them what we're picking. We're picking RPG games, our favorite RPG games of all time. We're doing a draft. I'm gonna pick my first favorite RPG game. He's gonna pick one, and we're doing 7 rounds. And then you guys tell us who you think won. My first pick.
All right, here we go. Wait a minute. We gotta treat this like a draft. Okay. So is the pick in?
The pick is in. Pokemon Red.
Oh shit! He picked Pokemon Red. Why the fuck you picked Pokemon Red? That's a good. I mean, is that reaching? No,
it's an RPG. Everyone knows.
Is it reaching? I feel like that's a reach. I feel like Pokemon Red is a reach.
Everyone loves Pokemon.
I mean, everybody wants Pokemon. But I was not thinking. So, I mean, Pokemon Red is a good pick. But I feel
who's your first round pick?
Okay. Wait a minute. I gotta think about this. Time on the clock. Okay, I could go Final Fantasy VII, but that will be a reach. I don't feel like that's the reach. I feel like he's not gonna pick that. So I gotta pick something that.
Chat, what you can't see to the side right here is I have a whole draft board with every all his possibilities already written
I
out.
have a draft board over there too.
There's no way.
I really got like the rose gallery or whatever on the thing.
There's like a whole bunch of like strings and pins and shit.
Yeah, I really thought Trill was gonna pick this game. You know what? My pick is in. So you gonna do the music for me?
No, I'm not doing the music, dude. I'm gonna make a weird face, and they're gonna like you're gonna edit it out. I'm not doing that.
With the second round pick.
It's the first round because it's your first round pick.
No. Second overall pick.
Oh yeah.
In the 2021 Game Fixers draft. What? Matt Poole pick. Final Fantasy VII. Oh my God, he just stole the draft. He just stole the draft. Look, I don't get how you don't pick Final Fantasy VII. This is one of the best RPGs out there. This is an amazing RPG. This is not a reach. I felt like I was not going to be able to get this. I am so glad I got this. Final Fantasy VII is
I would debate that Final Fantasy VII isn't the best Final Fantasy game, but I feel you. It is a great game, though.
It is a great game. I feel like if I didn't pick you, you were eyeing it like in the second round.
It is on the list. It's off my board now.
Yeah. So you can wipe that off your board. So I got that. Like, yeah, here you go. All right.
For my next pick.
Here we go. Well, I mean, he has a lot of things on board, Mel Kiper's here, and I think he has a lot of things to do on this draft board. I mean, there's a lot of games up there, he hasn't taken Wild Arms or Chrono Trigger, those are some good picks, I think he's going to stick to his guns and he's probably going to pick Pokemon Gold. I believe the pick is Pokemon Gold. Look, we're gonna go to Adam Schefter. We're gonna. Oh, the pick is in. Wait a minute. Pick is in. Pick is in.
With my second pick of the 2021 Game Fixers RPG Draft, I choose Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh my God! Oh my God! He just really went there. I mean, that's a good pick.
What an incredible pick. We never saw this coming at no time, at any time at all.
Nobody saw this coming. I really don't. I mean,
the Google people are Googling away. Yes, it is technically an RPG. What a heroic pick. What a standout player.
I mean, this is one hell of a draft. I mean, one hell of a draft, isn't it? Yeah. So Adam Schefter's talking to me. He's so Matt, what are you gonna pick? I don't know, Adam. We're just gonna go ahead and we initially thought that he was gonna pick Breath of the Wild. We had Breath of the Wild on our board. He picked it. He's a real dirty son of a bitch for picking that character that we wanted to do. But we're not fucking around with this draft. We're gonna get this shit done. All right. So here we go. My pick is in.
Going down live to the stadium to check out Mac's pick live to the stadium. Just cue in.
With the second round pick, with Mac's second round pick in the 2021 Game Fixers RPG Draft, Matt Poole will pick Pokemon Gold.
What a steal. What an incredible steal. Oh my God. He has shocked the world with Pokemon Gold.
Oh, Pokemon Gold. It's awesome. I mean, Pokemon Gold, you're talking about, you got all the Pokemon. And plus, you get to go back. You go from Johto all the way back to Kanto.
Yeah,
this is a great pick. Pokemon Red, while amazing, it does have glitches in it. Pokemon Johto, this is Pokemon Gold. It's the standard. This is the hell of a pick.
I counter your Gold. I hear what you're saying. Gold is better than Red. I counter that argument by saying that Gold wouldn't be so good if you couldn't go back and play part of Red. If you just put the Gold gems against the challenge and the Red challenge is better. It's only with the inclusion of the better game does Gold become the same thing. So if we had these games on like today's systems, it wouldn't be a game plus a game. It'd be like Pokemon 1, then Pokemon 2. And then the DLC would be that they sell you, and 6 months later for $80 fucking to go back and play the first game. That's how they would do
Right.
it. They just did it differently with actually 6 games by having originally red, blue, and yellow in the first generation. So I hear what you're saying, and it is a great pick, but I will not have my pick slandered in such a way.
Well, so let's go ahead and so Mel, what do you feel about the pick? I feel like this is a good pick. These are both outstanding drafts here. We got 2 GMs. These guys are going to be playing football for years. These guys are going to be doing this sport for a long time. These guys are really having one heavy job. I didn't think this draft was going to happen. So we're going to go to the chat. Electric Boogie just still talking about how she loved the PJs that Mac are wearing. These are awesome. So if anybody want to talk about our draft and how we're doing, like I said, the first round pick for Matt was Final Fantasy VII, and the second round pick was Pokemon Gold, and Trills was Pokemon Red, and he went with Breath of the Wild.
I have my next pick ready.
So, all right, so shut up about this. Pick us in.
With the third pick of the 2021 GameFix RPG draft, I choose Mass Effect 2 by BioWare.
Oh God! Of course, it's gonna be Mass Effect. I'm surprised that he did not pick this in the first round. It took a lot of patience.
What a sleeper to let it slide.
Yeah, this is the sleeper pick. I mean, Trill is obviously had to hold it back to not pick Mass Effect. If you do not know the history of Trill, he is really a person that loves this shit, and he talks about it. I mean, this game has it all. You can literally level up. You can have sex with different humans and have sex with aliens.
Alien sex.
It's awesome. Alien fucking. This is awesome. This is an awesome pick. Amazing draft by Trill. This is awesome. Like, I don't know how Mac is gonna top this. I mean, I don't know how he's gonna top this. This is gonna be tough to do. This is gonna be very tough. Mass Effect is a good one. Let's see. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Who you got, Mac? You're on the clock.
I'm on the clock. I'm thinking. I gotta top this. RPGs. Okay, my pick is in.
All right.
With third round pick in the 2021 RPG draft, my pick will be Final Fantasies 9.
Whew. Damn, that's a good game. I like Final Fantasy 9. I like it. I was tempted to pick just like you. One picked it the first round pick, but I went with 9. So I was tempted. So I picked it. I like that.
This is a damn good pick. I think it. So
I have my next pick ready right now.
All right.
For the fourth round pick in the 2021 draft, I select Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Fuck. You went with that. Oh, bullshit. This is bullshit. I mean, really, he went with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is bullshit. All of us know this is bullshit. Yeah, I mean, look, this is just fucking bullshit. These guys are doing the most outrageous shit. I don't know what's going on. Here we go. I have my pick, motherfucker.
Who you got?
My pick is in. With 2021 draft, Matt Poole picks Apex Legends.
Apex Legends isn't an RPG.
I thought it was an RPG. It is RPG. It's not.
No.
Fuck. Okay. Well.
You're capping.
I'm definitely capping right there. You know what? Fuck it.
Mac trying to pull a fast one in here.
I am trying to pull that fast one. All right, yeah, I was trying to pull that one.
That's like
All
some
right.
bullshit in.
I'll pick. I think another person will like this. Turn Along Wander will like this. Sorry. Fallout 76.
Okay. All right. I hate Fallout games, but it is some people's shit. Like some people,
It's RPG too.
yeah, it is, and some people absolutely love them. So I can't knock it. It's just not my cup of tea.
Right.
I do,
All right.
I do appreciate that. What are you on? Pick 5?
Pick 5.
For the 5th pick in the 2021 draft, I select Fable 2.
Shit. All right. Well, we should go ahead and go 5th. So we're gonna go quick with these. My 5th round pick will be Wild Arms 3.
Okay. That's interesting. My 6th pick is going to be Destiny 2, Forsaken.
All right. My 6th round pick will be Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, killer.
And now we're down to the final pick.
That's insane. You picked 2. That's
I do too. I love 2 better than 1.
because my last pick is Kingdom Hearts 3. That's funny.
You son of a bitch!
That's funny.
Well, that's a reach because that might be a crumble up piece of mess. But you want to know something? Fuck this. I'm gonna go all old school. My 7th round pick will be Chrono Trigger.
You have an obsession with this game, bro. It is unhealthy. Seek medical attention immediately.
Chrono Trigger is awesome. Fuck you. No. I take that back. No, I'm gonna flip that pick. I don't want that pick. I am picking. How can I forget this game? Legends of the Dragoon.
No, you do have something for that one.
All right, so that is a good one. Guys, this has been a good draft. Amazing draft. Hopefully we'll get some people on here for next time. So in the chat, who did you thought won? Me, Mac.
You can't just keep saying your name. You have to eventually say mine. You have to say Mac or Trill. You can't just be like Mac.
Or
See,
Mac.
That's not how that works.
Or Trill, or Trill. You can pick Trill if you want, but you can pick Mac because he won. It ain't bullshit.
We all know what Trill won. Oh, someone said Trill in the chat.
This is a bullshit. Fuck you. You cannot put your own self in the chat.
Hey, I voted. I voted. Every vote counts.
No, that don't count. That's a bullshit. So yeah. That's a bull cap. Full cap. Full cap. I feel like this is some bullshit. And here we go.
If no one picks it, I think it might be a tie, right?
Here we go. I mean, man, look, somebody said Mac. Damn. So there we go.
I saw you pick up your phone. You just did that.
I did not do that. You're seeing stuff.
Okay, so then it's still 1-1 anyways.
It was a text message I was answering. So that's bullshit. Yeah. I had to answer a text message. Look, I'm answering another text.
Who won the debate, guys? Trill or Mac?
I'm also
in Twitch
another.
or on YouTube. This is not Mac, by the way.
So here we are.
And so you.
So if you want to go ahead and pick Mac who won, which clearly this person named gf1 Studios thinks Mac won. So
No. This in the chat. Pick who you guys think won.
Yeah.
Mac or Joe.
Mac won. Because I mean, look, we're both pick games, but it's good. So yeah, this was a fun episode. This was really, really fun. We talked about, so we went over so if you had not watched the show in the beginning, we talked about the what you shouldn't bring to the cookout. Make sure you go watch the beginning of the show.
Yep. And also, when we're done here, watch the intro that is the funny part of the show live on YouTube. I mean, well, not live. Watch it next YouTube. Where's the YouTube indication at? Is it here?
Yeah. It's gonna be right. It's gonna come out.
Right.
It's gonna be right here. So make sure you go watch it. It'll probably be out tomorrow, maybe late tonight. Here, whenever. So Trill, what you got to plug me?
The fact that I won. But anyways,
this is bullshit. The bullshit.
I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on Twitch at Trill_XO. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram at _Trill_XO. Thank you guys so very much for coming and hang out. Thank you, Electric Boogie, for talking to us in chat. Thank you, Dovo. Thank you, SWC Munch. Thank you, Pinji, for the raid. My Bad Hygiene, thank you for coming by. Alpha Squad Online, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with us. And Pinji, again, thank you for the host and the raid. Biggie, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. We appreciate. We loved having you guys in here. I mean, and when you come in here, we'll do the show. If there's one of y'all in here, we just love having fun with people. So make sure you come back. Thank you all for coming by. You got anything else, man?
Nah, man, that's it, man. I'll see you guys later. I love you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. Great show we did. Great show, guys. Thank you guys.
Great show. Also, I gotta do my plugs.
Oh yeah,
I'm Matt. I'm Matt, the winner. I'm at the winner, so make sure you go follow me at Tampa Bay Buck Fan 88 because
Yeah, we get it. They're the champ, all right?
I gotta make sure people know this shit because they don't understand how happy I am. So make sure you go watch that. Make sure you go follow there. Make sure you go follow GG Game Fixers if you want to go follow us. Monday, people. Coming out Monday. We got a brand new spanking fresh ass episode of Gamer Grudge, which is coming out, which will decide who's going to get the last spot into the finals. So make sure you go find out, watch that. We're going to have a lot more people come around. If you like gamer debate shows, if you like people talking, you like us talking more shit. I heard one person said I'd like to come by. Make sure you stop by Monday because this is going to be even more funnier Monday. So make sure you stop by. This is going to be a good episode. Appreciate, once again, Trill, all the people that Trill was talking about. I appreciate you coming in. Guys, this has been a fun episode. Also, make sure you do not, just so you won't get embarrassed, don't bring no sauerkraut to the day. Don't bring a tray of sauerkraut to the damn cookout. I'm just letting you know. We're serious about this shit. This is for your own health and safety. Yeah, don't play yourself.
No casserole, no veggie plates to the cookout.
Oh, hell no. Don't bring them two shits. So we thank you for watching. We'll see you next month in April. Well, we'll probably do an actual one round draft. We'll probably do our draft. We're going to do our actual NFL draft for our teams.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good because basically it's going to be me and Trill. I mean, we'll talk about it. We might do a live draft show. We'll talk about it.
That could be fun.
Yeah, that'd be then. We'll do a live draft show because me and Trill will probably be, no offense, that'll probably be me and Trill teams are actually going to be picking like at midnight. So, I mean, it's true. Am I right? We're both going to be picking like at midnight.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So that's the luxury of both of us rooting for the team. So we'll talk about that. But until then, people, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on the next episode of gf1 Sports. Peace out. See you. Hold on, nigga, still hears.